All right, let's talk about one of the towns that was hit very hard by the flooding last month, North Bend. Tonight, we check in on them to see how they've been picking up the pieces. New at 10, Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Joe Harris. He was there today talking to people. Joe, what do you have?
Well, Rod, some of the businesses refuse to let the flood slow them down. The town is showing progress in its recovery efforts, but they say there's still a lot of work to do, and some of what's been damaged cannot be reversed. A month ago, the small town of North Bend, which is just west of Fremont, was underwater.
Within 2 hours, the entire town was covered. Probably less than that. Most of the streets were already 3 to 4 feet deep.
City Council member Ken Streff says the water did not spare his home.
It wasn't easy walking into my basement and seeing 21 inches of sewer water.
He says his home was just one of more than 400 buildings that took damage. Streff says at least a dozen of them are total losses, and some people are still not living in their homes. But he says the town has made progress on cleanup, hauling out more than 450 tons of debris and garbage. He says they still need to repair roads and take bids on a new levee. However, a big concern for the town is farmland.
Some of the fields have feet of silt on them, and so there's no farming them in the near future.
An FFA advisor says much of it may not be farmable for more than a year, and that other parts might never be usable again. But one business has been able to keep churning through it all. The North Bend Eagle says more than a foot of water was in their store. Steve Arneal's son Nathan owns the newspaper.
Once they saw the water coming, Nathan grabbed all the computers, put them in his cars, and they brought them up here right away.
Nathan set up shop at his parents' house, and the weekly newspaper has continued pumping more than 1,000 copies per week. Now, Streff says they don't have an estimate for how much flood damage North Bend took, just that it will cost millions.